Nice. Cool. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on, guys? Let me see. Can you guys hear me? And I don't know, guys, if you guys can hear me. Let's see. Can you hear this? Hey guys, I don't know if you guys can see the chat. I'm getting used to going live on a lot of my platforms. Um, I don't know if you guys can see me, man. I see that there's two people in right now. Yeah. Hey everybody, my name is Nick Rodriguez. I am a Latin Grammy winning keyboardist, and I play with Elida Reina y Avante. I don't know if you guys can hear me clearly, but I have a lot of things that I want to talk to you about. I have some playing in between to do, and let's see what's going on. Can you guys see me? I don't know if there's anybody there, but for people that are here participating live with, thank you for coming on here. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for being a subscriber. If you are not a subscriber, I am asking you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of things to talk to you guys about, and I got some things lined up for 2024. So let's talk about the first thing that I got going on. 2024 is about growth. 2024, I'm transitioning to becoming hopefully a full-time content creator. And some of you guys know me for the touring. Some of you guys know me for a little bit of the vlogs or the covers that I've done. But I want to become known to you guys more as a content creator. And a lot of the ways that I'm trying to amp that up is with my new podcast that I have coming out. So sorry, I had to burp a little bit. Thank you. Everything is good. Awesome. So yeah, going back to the podcast thing. Um, here. So it's called Offstage Passport. I need to try to see, and that'll be in the coming days. But it's Offstage Passport. That is the name of my podcast. What is Offstage Passport? Well, Offstage Passport is it is a podcast slash interview style show. It's going to allow us to go behind the scenes. We're going to get to go off stage with our all access passport and get into the lives of artists from all around the globe. I have artists that, well, let me just kind of tell you. But the first artist that I have, his name is Goose the drummer. He is from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and he is the former drummer of Owl City. Yes, Owl City Fireflies. So he's the former drummer, and we're gonna have a conversation, and all of that is gonna be broadcasted and posted here on my YouTube page. So if you are not a subscriber, I definitely want you to go out there and subscribe. So that's gonna be my inaugural guest. I also have guests who have been either the former members of Selena Gomez, Cher, Christina Aguilera, or even Madonna. I have a guest who is the current keyboard player for Lady Gaga, um, current keyboard player for Post Malone, even. So I have a lot of musicians that I am going to be bringing on board for this ride, and I want you all to subscribe, come along on the ride with me, and we're just gonna have fun. Let me see. I'm I just got done finishing my TikTok live. I did a YouTube live earlier, and I'm still learning these type of platforms. I know 10 p.m. on a Sunday night is not really a good time to go live, especially with the games that just happen. But I want to, just have fun with everything. I know I need to bring more people onto this platform. But yeah, let me see. Pop my dashboard. Can you guys should still be able to see me? Okay. Who is on with me right now? Let me see. No, it's Alina. Hey, Alina. How are you? I don't know if you can text, but let me see if I can just maybe start playing a little bit of things. I don't know if you guys can hear the piano. So Rocky, I'm getting ready to head into the studio to record the intro for our Ivory tour. I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know the direction. Our producer La Lorena is going to be giving me direction in the studio, but I can just tell you, we've already been discussing what it's going to be, and it's going to be a lot of like different chord type stuff. Let me see what I have going on here. 'Cause- It's one of the things that I like to do when I am doing an intro with L. Let me see. A little bit something like this. So there's a lot of really cool aspects to this song. I don't know if Rocky's still on. I can see my participants. So it's going to sound a little bit something like this. It's going to not be disc progression, but something similar. So it's gonna be a little bit something like this. I don't know what I'm gonna be. I know I'm gonna have a little bit of some arpeggiated stuff. See if I can where. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go into my Logic. Can you all hear that? Let me see if I can do local control off. Can you all hear that? It's like a little plugged guitar. I don't know if that's coming through. Let's see. Let's see, because I don't know if I have this correct. I want this settings audio. This should go out to the Chronos. I don't know if it's coming out through here. There, you should be able to hear it now. I think I routed it correctly. It's a little bit too loud. Awesome, you guys can hear it. Yeah, there's a lot of kind of little weird little things like this. There's a lot of crazy things. Let me see if I can um bring out the arpeggiated stuff. Because this is what I'm going to be bringing into the studio. So there's a lot of really cool things. I know it sounds kind of weird just because of that. Let me see if I can do. I wonder what the buffer size. Higher buffer size for this, yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool things. Let me see if I can really get this going for you guys because I want you guys to hear just how cool Onosphere is. Yeah, just a lot of really cool earth, tones going on. So who knows? Maybe we'll have some of these type of sounds on there, just because they sound so cool and nice. One of the songs that I've been wanting to do back with El again is we haven't done it in a while. Is this? I'm gonna mute this again because I want to go back over here. There's a lot of really cool things that I'm doing over here. So go back here. I love this intro. Oops. That's just one of my favorite songs to play. And I hope we get to do it. We used to start it like this. Yeah, that was Fantasia, but I do like Domingo too. Domingo is a really fun song. I started off with this type of sound. Yeah, that's Domingo. That's for Rocky. So yeah, again, this is a test. I'm doing a lot more on Dime Donde Cuando. Oh man, that's a very intricate song, and I need to get another keyboard. And if you guys don't mind, watch me set up for that. I can definitely play it for you all. Just give me 1 second. I really have no idea if you guys can see everything that's going on. Rocky, I'm trying to do this for you, so give me a second. Sweet. I think I got it going. So let me see if I can do this for you. All right, let me turn this down. But yeah, so that's the sound that I got going on. Let me put this up a little bit. I think you should can hear me now. Yeah, that's the sound I got going on. I really kind of like this one. Let me go ahead and pick up that camera a little bit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so you can kind of see my rig here a little bit. I don't want to see my face, but you guys can see this for sure. Let me see if the participant. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, I have this. Sax. And I have flutes. Orchestra hits. Because when we're doing this all live, all of this is going on. I have orchestra hits here. I got some sax here. I got flutes here. I got the lead. And I got some organ. I haven't even heard of those orchestra hits. But yeah, so that's what I got going on there on Demon Donde. So there's a lot of really cool programming aspects that I have on this song. Again, I have it split to, let's see. So this is where and I'm going up. This is going up words on the keyboard. So this is going up with that lead sound. Then in this from here, only these notes and only in this range are you gonna hear the flute section. If I any note higher, it becomes different sounds. So only from this note, the bottom note to this top note, is going to be the flutes. And I actually have 3 flutes on there. And let me just see if I can show you the flutes. Solo 'em. Okay, so I have a pan flute, which is this. I have that. Then I also have a vibrato flute, and then I also have some strings behind it. Believe it or not, there's some strings in there. So if I combine all those three sounds, so all three of them together, they just sound bigger and um, just more warmer. It just kind of fills up that space. Rather, if I didn't have all three of them, it would just sound just like this. And I just don't like that. I want to give it more life to that sound, because it does. It requires life. It deserves life. So yeah, so that's what I have on just that section. Well, I love Dime Don Guano because that's a really really fun programming song that I do. Another one that I like is Fantasia. We haven't played it in a while, and I'm hoping in this tour we definitely will get to play it. I really hope so. But we have the intro, right? This is Fantasia off the Fantasia record from Elida Reina Yavante. Down here, and this is the bottom of the keyboard. So if you're looking at it, it doesn't make sense because I'm playing on the bottom of the keyboard. And usually, when I'm playing on the bottom of the keyboard, it's supposed to be a low sound. But the cool thing about it's own, you can actually program a low sound to the high keys or a high sound to the low keys. It does not matter. I'm in control of where I want my sounds, and that's why I love the Chord Chronos. So going back to right, this is Fantasia, and then we have strings, and then I go to the in the song Fantasia. Um, Let me see. I wonder if I can do a play along. I don't know if it's gonna flag me for content. That's kind of one of the reasons why I don't want to bring out the it. But I'll still show you what I do in my live approach to it. So I have organ over here. Excuse me, over here, and I have strings over here. What I like about it is I'm playing them both at the same time, but the organ's going up. They're playing the same chords, but the organ is going up. And then this is where the solo comes in. And I have again all my keyboards are splits because I like to have specific zones for everything. It just makes it easier for me to go from keyboard to keyboard and play everything and not even skip a beat. So I have voices, and then I have the lead. That's how I accomplish all of that type of stuff. And so as I'm doing these things, everything is live, everything is real time. I have one master keyboard. This is my Chord Chronos. Let's see if I can get a bit bigger angle, but the bottom keyboard is the Chord Chronos, and that's my master keyboard. And let me see, I'm seeing something right here. Kirsten, I cannot play Esa Boquita just because that's more of a bajo song. There's I do some supporting stuff with pad on the keyboards, but there's nothing really melodically that is keyboard oriented. But going back to Fantasia, yeah, all of this is happening within the entire song, and I don't have to go for keyboard to keyboard and change the sound, change this one to a string, change this one to that. Everything is already set up for me in this master keyboard. And what I love about this keyboard is it has a setlist mode. Let me see if I can, you may not be able to see it, but on the screen I can just tap the name of the song because I have them ready in order and named, and it changes all my keyboards. I don't have to change every single individual keyboard. All my keyboards got are changed already. So I go from Fantasia straight into Dima Don Quando. And you remember over here I was playing the lead. Now it's sax. So yeah, so that's what I love about this keyboard. I got so much power to it, and I can even import sounds from my laptop. Everything is run from this keyboard, this bottom keyboard, as my master, and I absolutely love it. One of the things I love playing is Luna Llena. Let's kind of cover that song real quick. So on the bottom of Luna Llena, I have a grand piano, but I also have a pad. This is just a pad. Couple that with so it just fills up so much space and it's not sounding dead. That's without the pad. But whenever we're doing the let me see. Mm. So what I got going on there. It's warms everything up and just sounds so much full, and it's so beautiful and I absolutely love it. Let me see. Yeah, and there's this one instance where we're going down like this. I don't have pad, it's just piano. And on this specific note, this is an F. On this specific note, I have this sound effect. And there's a fader here, and I bring down the volume. I'm bringing it down, and it just fades out while everything else is going. So I can fade it in, fade it out. I got some sliders, everything's so versatile. But only on this specific one do I have that sound. If I played a note above it, nothing. Any of the notes above it, nothing. Even the note below it, all the way to the C, there's nothing on there. And what happened is I used to play a little bit faster, and I would just kind of reach over here, and I would miss it, and I would play a different note, and it was just the wrong note, and it sounded like crap. And everybody, he was like, in our team was like, boo, like I missed it. So I don't want to miss it anymore. I only assign it to that note because it's in the. So yeah, there we go. That's a little bit of the breakdown with Luna Llena. And I absolutely love that song. That's one of my favorite songs to play with us. Man, I would really miss this keyboard. I don't have it on the road with me anymore. I have another one, and the reason I don't have this one on the road with me is because there's a broken USB port on it. And if that goes out whenever I'm performing, it is not a good idea. So let's check everything else out. So one of the songs we play is called Galo de Pollo. And with Galo de Pollo, we actually have a nice intro to that song. And that intro goes a little bit like this. I start off. I play some pads, and there's some drums that's going on. There's so much, so everything is so cool on this. I love it. I love breaking down the song because over here, it sounds like I'm just playing one note, right? But there's so many layers to this sound. I think, let's see. I have 4 layers, 4 different sounds just in this one area. And that's kind of, let's see. What is this smoothie motion? I think it is. Okay, so I have one instance of marimba, right? Then I have another marimba, but it's a delay and it's an octave higher. So if I put them together, you can hear a delay. Even though I'm hitting it at the same time, it's a delay and it's an octave higher. So it almost sounds like it's flamming against each other. I love that. I love that little trick I did. And then it's the same octave, but again, there's more of a delay. So if you hear it with that first marimba, see how there's a little bit of a delay? Now, if I add all 3 of them together, it just sounds like there's so much flamish going. And I used to have it just like that, but then I added one more element, and it's just this little pad here. Something that's happening in the background, but there's some motion to it. And so whenever we're playing everything together with the pad underneath, let me take off the solo. I love that there's so much going on there. And then we go to the sound. 4. We do a dramatic pause. And when we're doing that, Lalo counts us in. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. And I like that sound, and I like that song when we're playing it live, just because there's so much going on. Again, I need to bring that organ back up, but I have strings. I have a lead sound over here. I have the harpsichords lead, and then I also have some voices here. I have a piano because I'm also doing the piano part while the guitar's doing something else. And yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different zones that I have in that song, and it's almost as if I'm playing 6 different keyboards. Let me just kind of bring this. Yeah, yeah, it's almost as if I'm playing 6 different keyboards, and I love that I don't have to reach and play 6 different keyboards. Everything is right here within reach for me, and that's awesome. And then we do the so that's what I have going on live. Another song I like is Playa de Sol. So I have that going on there, right? I have that lead sound. Let me see. I want to see who my audience is. So yeah, I have that lead sound going on, right? And I have a Rhodes. And then over here, I have strings with bells. I have a pad on this. So again, I'm utilizing the entire. I have some of these there because I used to do a solo, but yeah, I have so many sounds utilizing in my fingertips, and I press something here, and everything changes on all my keyboards, and that's why I love the Chord Chronos because it is such a powerhouse instrument, and it is a workhorse, and I love it, absolutely love it. My dog is going to be coming into frame. I think my dog wants to go outside, so I'm going to go ahead and just take her outside real quick. Give me 1 second. The dog's name is Bella. I'm trying to put this back on here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, the dog's name is Bella. So yeah, let's see what else going on. So yeah, that's one of the things. I mean, I love what I do here. I love my core chronos. I love everything that I do with my job with Elidam. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So there's a couple breakdowns, and I'll be doing more in-depth breakdowns with different camera angles as I create more content. Which, by the way, brings me why I was going live in the first place. Let me go ahead and fix the camera so we can go ahead and so I can speak to you guys directly. All right, about that. Yeah. So one of the things that I wanted to go back on here and talk about was I am getting ready to launch a podcast. I'm ready to launch a podcast show called Offstage Passport. Offstage Passport is a podcast and interview show where we get to go behind the scenes, off stage, with our all access passport in hand and get a glimpse into the lives of artists from all around the world. And I'm excited about that. My first guest, I have his interview scheduled for next Monday, the 29th, and it's going to be amazing. And I can't wait to share all of that with you. You can see some dog hairs I have on here and some cobwebs from the keyboard. Yeah, so offstage passport, my new podcast and TV show that's going to be on here. And I'm also going to be doing some breakdowns and tutorials and everything that we just kind of went on here on this live. I'm going to be doing that more often. And you're going to be able to see more in depth stuff on my Patreon. If you don't mind going on to my Patreon and becoming a Patreon member, and with your paid subscription, you're going to be able to get some downloads, samples, PDFs of the songs that we play live. You can have the musical notation for all of that. So there's so many cool exclusives that you're going to be able to tap into just for being a Patreon member. And as time goes on and on all of that type of stuff, I'm going to curate it to make sure that everybody gets what they want. Also, for being a Patreon member, you're going to be getting some free merch. I have some merchandise available. I have the podcast coming up. I have vlogs coming up. I have the YouTube channel. I have Patreon. There's so many ways that you guys can support my content and allow me to go full time. I want to go full time with content creation. I don't want to be working at any other stores. I want to be doing this full time for you guys. If you guys don't mind helping me out and becoming a Patreon member, just supporting, just be a basic member on my Patreon. It's a subscription of $5. So $5 a month, it goes a long way for helping me out, and you get a free shirt, which is worth about $30. So I'm giving free shirts away for everybody, even if you're becoming just a $5 member. So yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I'm looking forward to a lot of things that I have planned, and yeah, we're getting ready to launch our Ivory tour. And for Rocky, just for you, if you want to, if you become a patron member, I'm going to be recording the session of when we're creating the intro. So if you want to listen to that intro, you definitely can come onto Patreon and check that out. And I actually, let me go ahead and I'm going to set the camera up real quick because I want to show you something that we didn't get to do. We recorded it in the studio for this last tour, and I want to set up my computer so you guys can see it real quick. Give me 1 second. System settings. I just want to make sure. And yes, Rocky, I do remember Amor Prohibido. But give me 1 second. Let me know if you guys can hear. Something added. Can you all hear that? What's going on, Nick? My brother in the house, Nick. Can you guys hear this? I don't know if you guys could hear that. I can hear it in my ears, but I don't know if I routed the audio correctly. Okay, so for Rocky, I know you talked about the intro for the Ivory tour. Believe it or not, we I was in the studio, and we were gonna do this, but we never got the video down to match the music. But this was supposed to be the song, and this hasn't been released beyond our camp, and so this is a YouTube exclusive that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. So yeah, this was the Suavecito tour intro. I'm gonna start it from the beginning. And that was supposed to be the intro to our Suavecito tour or the Texarkana tour. And I got to give a big shout out to my boy Nick. Thank you. No, you're the cute one. And by the way, Nick Drums. I don't know if you guys can see in the chat. Go and follow his YouTube page. My boy Nick Drums. He is the drummer for Matt Castile. It's a country band, and he is getting ready to embark um, on a I forgot how many days. I think it's 12 days in a row in Florida, and I think Key West, Florida, and getting ready to tour out there, and he's gonna be touring across the United States with um with Matt Castillo. So go follow Matt Castillo. Go follow my boy Nick Drums. And I know he's gonna be doing a lot of content as well and sharing his experience with you. I'm very very proud of my boy. Him and I we were in Church Unlimited together. We are also part of a worship team together. So yeah, Nick Drums, a big shout out to him. He's one of my brothers, and I wish him luck on this year's tour all the way out there in Key West. I know that's where they're getting started. So it's my boy. So yeah, like YouTube. I like being live on YouTube. Maybe uh, maybe not better than Facebook, but yeah, man. Hey, this year is our year, Nick, and we're both Nick, by the way. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some really big things together. And I think he also has a podcast, um, straight to the point podcast. If you guys can go follow that as well, it's on YouTube. I was actually a participant on that podcast. If you want to hear about my story, a little bit more about myself and how I got started in the music business, definitely go check out that podcast. I'll try to see if I can link it somewhere after the chat. But yeah, straight to the point podcast with Nick and our brother Chris. So yeah, so I just played for you, and I'll go ahead and play it again one more time. But what we did for the Suavecito, it's called the Suavecito intro. But I was primarily the composer on that. And we all kind of worked on it together. I was getting some direction from people, but that was supposed to be the intro music for our Texarkana tour. But we are going to be going into the studio again for our Ivory tour, and I kind of give a preview at the beginning of this live stream of what that's going to look like. But um, I will be recording the entire process for that intro. And if you want to go and see what that process looks like, you can become a Patreon member and get a behind the scenes look of the recording of that intro. So let me go ahead and play this intro one more time. Yeah, and I think I still remember. I think that's where we started. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Anyways, and then it's just the chords. That's the intro to Suavecito. straight into this. Play along with it. I don't care if I get demonetized or not monetized anyways.
Vuelve a mi vida, que estoy perdida y tengo una herida dentro del corazón. No son mentiras.
So I back up the guitars on this. Got a really rockin' organ sound for this. That's what I'm playing on there. And by the way, I do have keyless tracks on a USB file from when we were doing the live 25th celebration tour. But I can't release that stuff. Maybe on my Patreon I might be able to. Go find out. Yeah. Let me see. I was gonna try to. I guess I can do a play along with one of our songs just before I finish the stream. Let me see who was on here. Let me see my participants. Awesome. So let's go ahead and come over here. I'll do one with Prefiero. And let me just kind of get ready for that.
No tienes corazón, me robas la ilusión de ser feliz. Oh, con el tiempo aprendí que no eres para mí, me haces sufrir. Has llenado mi mundo de engaño, de lágrimas, de tristeza y desprecio me voy. ¿Quién más quieres en mí? No ves que me estoy muriendo. El dolor que tu amor me causó, prefiero morir. Hoy rompo el silencio, estando a tu lado fue un gran error. No tienes corazón, me robas la ilusión de ser feliz. Oh, con el tiempo aprendí que no eres para mí, me haces sufrir. Has llenado mi mundo de engaño, de lágrimas, de tristeza y desprecio me voy. ¿Quién más quieres en mí? No ves que me estoy muriendo. El dolor que tu amor me causó, prefiero morir. Hoy rompo el
Okay, yeah, that was Prefiero Morir. That was back in 2010 off an album called Fantasia. Yeah, let me see that I ever recorded with Elida. Man, there's a lot, and a lot of them are piano. Go to my favorite piano on this. There's one that we did just recently, and I liked it. Man, there we go. So let me. It's off our 21 20 album or EP, and it's called Kien. So the intro goes like this. And then it goes into the song. So this is the song Kien.
¿Quién me puede entregar el corazón?
That's probably one of my favorite ones. Um, there's another one off the Adicta album. As far as like piano intros that they've done, this one's called Gracias. Um, that's how it goes. So here it is. This is called Gracias.
Ser la mejor mujer que tengo mis defectos, que cometo errores, pero a pesar de todo esto, tú me sigues queriendo. Sé que tú eres para mí razón de vivir, la luz que le dio vida a mi alma perdida.
So there's a lot of pads and a lot of cool little things that went on in the studio. And when we're going back into the studio this next time, you're gonna see a lot of really cool stuff that I'm gonna be um posting in my Patreon. I have archives from way, way, way back. Um, let me see if I can bring up one of the videos. When we were in the studio, this must have been like 2019. Let's see. Studio Freddie Records. Man, crazy stuff. Stuff that we didn't even get to release. So I archive a lot of things um from there. This is Vic, our old guitar player. He's doing the same song. He's tracking guitars, which I look back and I needed to do a lot of work. Here is the recording of a song that we released on the 2112 album. Um, no, or 2120. Sorry. No se vivir sin ti. And this is again tracking. All of this is tracking. And all of this I'll probably end up putting on our on my Patreon. And Lalo was tracking keyboards on this song. So that's one of the things that he would show me how to play it, and then I would what's on his mind or what he has, because Lalo's our producer, amazing producer by the way, and that ended up being this song. I use this exact keyboard. So it's crazy that you can see from concept to finished recording, and you can hear that there's a lot of man, programming wise, there's different keyboards that are playing on here. Forgot. Listen to this. Right, that's what's playing right there. Here, I'm gonna go back there. So there's a little sweep there, and you hear that sweep. I don't know if you can hear it. Like there's something that goes. You hear that? Right there? That's actually in the recording too. So that tells you what I pay attention to make come back on the recording. To finish recording to a live setting, I make sure that everything sounds exactly the way it's supposed to be and it was recorded. So play an English or 90s pop song, 80s or 90s pop that I like to play. Well, it's funny that you say that because I was gonna end off with one of the songs, and this sound this song to me means a lot, and it's by one of the greatest artists that has ever graced on this planet, and it's it's one of my island songs. One of the questions that we always ask on the road because we like to pass time is if you were stranded on a desert island and you had a music player that could only play 5 songs, what 5 songs would you want to be played on that music player? And one of mine is I forgot how the ending goes, but something like that. But yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite songs. Human Nature just hits me in a lot of different feels. So, anyways, been on here for an hour, 15 minutes. I'm gonna go get ready for some Z's. And thank you guys for joining me on this test. I'm gonna be doing this a lot more often. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thank you.